question about Giriraj or Giridhari or Giriraj Baba's transcendental identity or identities. And some devotees, they heard, or maybe they put together like this and formulated a question based on one point, that in the Lila of the famous devotee Shamananda Prabhu in Vrindavan, he was doing a very humble seva, jaro. Jaro means broom. He was sweeping the Lila Stali of Sevakunj by the banks of the Yamuna in Vrindavan. And one day, every day, doing that service early in the morning, just before Nishant Lila. Because in Nishant Lila, it's called Nikunja Bhanga Lila. The Nikunja, the Nitya Nikunj Lila, or the beautiful Kili Kunj Lila of Radha and Krishna, which unfolds throughout the night, wee hours of the night in Vrindavan, from 11 o'clock at night until sunrise. Before sunrise, then Radha and Krishna spent so many hours in the Kunja. So before they run home to their respective houses, Shamananda would be out on the footpaths leading from Sevakunj, coming out of Sevakunj, going on to Nandagram or Yavat or Varsana. Before dawn, in the Mangalartik early time, he's sweeping those footpaths so there wouldn't be any injury or difficulty for Radha and Krishna to run very fast down the footpath, because they can't pause and they can't stop, they can't be detained by stepping on a stone or hurting their foot, or they have to go like super fast express. They can't get derailed when they leave, because it's very crucial. They stay to the very last second in the kunja, and they don't want to be apart for even a blinking of an eye. Yugayatam nimeshina, chakshusha pravashayadam. Nimesha means the blink of an eye, nimesha. So that Shamananda was sweeping, and then that was sweeping the footpath. And Radha and Krishna ran down the footpath. And later when he was coming back, then he saw where he was sweeping, Radha and Krishna had already gone home, and he found an ankle bell. And he's seen many ankle bells. He knows what ankle bells are, but this is a very extraordinary ankle bell because it was made of Mahabhav. And you can only imagine that an ankle bell made of Radharani's Mahabhav must be something super extraordinary, transcendental, out of this world. The effulgence, the fragrance, the feel, the prabha, the effect. In one ankle bell is like having the entire universe of prema in your fingertips. The entire universe of Mahabhav is in one ankle bell. What is the sound of that ankle bell? Because an ankle bell has a little bell inside it. So what does that ankle bell, when that ankle bell rings, it's ringing with the love of Mahabhav. Ching, 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 ching. So in so many ways, Shamananda could perceive by the touch, by the sight, by the smell, by the sound, by the feeling and the effect of that ankle bell, how much extraordinary this ankle bell was. Because that one so-called insignificant ankle bell of Radharani, that by chance broke off her ankle bells when she ran home. That's called her Nupura. It was so significant and so symbolic of the entire realm of Mahabhav. So of course he cherished that. Then later, there's somehow he was given a deity of Krishna. The deity self-manifested from the ground, or they say Radharani came and gave him the deity of Shamsundar. And the story they tell is that this Shamsundar is Radharani's heart. Radharani took Shamsundar out of her heart. She says, I'm giving you Shamsundar from my heart to yours. And that's basically, that's the Leela they tell that, the original Shamsundar deity of Shamananda It was manifested from the heart of Radharani. It's written in English on a sign when you go to the temple, and it's also written by the tilak stand down the street from the temple. Down the street from the temple between Radhasham Sundar Mandir and Damodar Mandir on the way to the Yamuna, on the eastern side of the street, right-hand side, is a place where Radharani gave darshan to Shyamananda and marked her ankle belt. She made tilak with her kajal or kumkum or something, and made tilak on Shyamananda's forehead. The distinctive tilak of Shyamananda Parivar. It's called Nupur tilak, Radharani Nupur tilak. Very rasic and very special. And many other parivars and sampradayas also have Nupur type tilak, with a small dot in the middle of the Urdhva Pandra of different designs, but small dot circle representing ankle belt. So this story is there that Shyam Sundar Thakurji, who was given to Shyamananda, manifested from the heart of Radharani. But actually, if you step back from this lila, beautiful lila of Shyamananda and Radharani and Thakur, Shyam Sundar, you see that this is what happens everywhere. Because the guru of Prema and the guru of Shyama Sundar is Radharani. So Radharani, the guru, gives you Krishna. So guru gives you Krishna, so Radharani is the guru for Shyamananda, and she gave Krishna from her heart. So when the guru gives diksha, he gives Krishna from his heart into the heart of the disciple. So when the disciple receives Krishna from the guru, he can also say, like Shyamananda, oh, I received this Krishna is from the heart of my guru. This Krishna is from the heart of my Radharani. Because guru is representative of Radharani. Even Bhaktivedanta Swami says that in Adi Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila chapter 3 or so. In one tika, he said the spiritual master is a representative of Srimati Radharani and or Nityananda Prabhu, or both. So that's in his own words. That's his commentary. It doesn't say that in the shloka, but he says this. So this is what is called, in the technical terms of murti pratishta, it's called pran pratishta. When you install Krishna, a murti, an external murti to worship, is called pran pratishta. Pran means the essence of my heart. Pran means the essence of my heart, the essence of my life. So pratishta means to establish. The word pratishta means institution, means establishment. It means honor, distinction. Like we say, lo puja and pratishta are to be shunned and avoided by the Vaishnava. Gain, material gain and wealth, lo puja, worship, and pratishta, honor, respect, admiration. Devotee tries to avoid all these things. But so pratishta has many meanings and they're all similar. So pran pratishta is the name of it, where the guru will come and he'll bring Krishna out of his heart by various rites and rituals and install or invite and invoke Krishna to come from his heart to enter the heart of the murti that he gives to the disciple to worship. Or diksha, when giving diksha mantras, then the guru takes Krishna out of his heart. He invokes Krishna from his heart and he installs Krishna in the heart of the disciple through mantra. This is a type of insemination. It's almost like an impregnation, but it's not done by a mechanical, mundane arrangement, but it's mantra insemination. So this is pran pratishta. So Radharani was acting as the pran pratishta guru for Shyamananda. So from her heart, then she brought out Krishna. Who is the Krishna in Radharani's heart? Shyam Sundar. So she gave Shyam Sundar.